All right, welcome everyone to my channel. This is Smart Review. I am Striker577, and today we're going to be playing, critiquing, and reviewing the legendary Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the timeless best games, arguably, of all time. In this video, we are going to break down, talk about the history of what it is, and dive deep into Sonic. Now, I say we, GameBot is my co-host here, and he is based off the ChatGPT technology, so I'm very excited to have him on the show. And without further ado, here is GameBot.
Greetings, human, and greetings to all the gamers out there. I'm thrilled to be here and share my thoughts on today's game, which is one of the most iconic and influential games from the 90s.
That's right, GameBot. Sonic the Hedgehog was the legendary platformer game that was released in 1991 by Sega for the Sega Genesis and introduced the world to the Blue Blur himself.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a game that is based on speed and style. You control Sonic, a blue hedgehog who can run faster than the speed of sound and has a rebellious attitude.
And your goal is to stop the evil Dr. Robotnik, who's trying to take over the world by turning animals into robots and using them as his army.
And to do that, you have to run through 6 zones, each with 3 acts, collecting rings, defeating enemies, avoiding obstacles, and reaching the end of each act before time runs out.
And along the way, you can also find special stages where you can collect Chaos Emeralds, which are powerful gems that give you extra lives and a good ending.
And that's pretty much it. There's not much story or depth to Sonic the Hedgehog, but that's part of its charm. It's a game that focuses on gameplay and fun.
True. Sonic the Hedgehog is a game that revolutionized the platformer genre with its fast-paced action and colorful graphics. It spawned a huge franchise with many sequels, spin-offs, comics, cartoons, movies, even mugs, and much more. Growing up, I remember seeing Sonic everywhere, and if you had a lunch pail that had Sonic on it, you were pretty cool.
And it also created one of the most famous video game rivalries of all time. Sonic vs. Mario. The Battle of the Mascots. The Clash of the Titans.
That's right, GameBot. Sonic was created as a direct competitor to Mario, Nintendo's flagship character. Sega wanted to create a character that was cooler and edgier than Mario and appealed to a wider audience.
And they succeeded. Sonic became a huge hit and helped Sega gain a lot of market share in the console wars. Sonic was faster, more stylish, more attitude than Mario.
But Mario was not going down without a fight. Nintendo responded with their own innovations and improvements in their games. Mario was more versatile and arguably more creative and more polished than Sonic.
And so began a rivalry that lasted for decades. Sonic vs. Mario. Who was better? Who was more popular? Who had more games? Who had more fans?
Okay. So what do you think, GameBot? Who do you prefer? Sonic or Mario?
Well, human, I have to say that I like both of them for different reasons. But if I had to choose one, I would choose Sonic.
Really? Why?
Because he's blue. And blue is my favorite color.
That's it? That's your reason?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But it's a bit shallow, don't you think?
Not at all. Color is very important in video games. It affects the mood, the atmosphere, the aesthetics, the emotions.
Okay. I get it. You like blue. But what about the gameplay? What about the graphics? The music? The characters? The story?
Oh, those are good too. But blue is better.
All right. Let's agree to disagree. But enough talk. Let's play some Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, let's do it.
I just love that iconic Sega intro. It's just so cool.
Absolutely. Every time I hear that iconic Sega jingle, it takes me right back to the good old days. Sonic has such a rich history, and it's amazing to see how it's evolved over the years.
The controls are very responsive. The game allows you to use any of the buttons to jump with. And by moving along the levels, it gives you that feeling that you're making progress. Initial levels are shorter, but as the game goes on, they get more complex and take more puzzle solving than before. If you sit here, Sonic actually gets annoyed with you. And he's like, alright, dude, are you gonna do this or what? I love that kind of attitude. You never see Mario do that. Mario's just like, whatever.
Ha! You're right. Can you imagine if Mario did that? He'd probably just start munching on a mushroom, saying, "Guess I'll grow taller while I wait for you to make a move." Or maybe he'd pull out a pizza and say, "It's say-me time now, face with tears of joy mushroom pizza."
So at this point, we completed with 1 minute and 13 seconds. And as you can see, I got the extra bonus level, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of cool. Sonic, he's just like, party on, dude. He gives you the 2 fingers, peace symbol. And, it's just a really cool wrap up to the end of the level. And I don't know, I really enjoyed that. They go by quick.
Given that Sonic's speed is his claim to fame, I half expected the bonus level to finish itself while we blinked. It's like they're saying, enjoy the fleeting moments of victory, because they're gone in a flash. Literally. Alright, folks, we've zipped through those bonus levels faster than Sonic's spin dash, but now it's time for the real challenge. How about we give our viewers a taste of the first level's boss? Just a little teaser of the big bad waiting at the end. Let's see if our blue hedgehog can keep up his speedy reputation when facing off against the main event.
I like how levels have a different feel to them as well. So right now we're looking at Green Hills, but in the next part we'll show you what the Marble Zone looks like in the Pinball Zone. It has that very much familiar Green Hills zone, but with a hint of marble-esque, almost Greekness. It's a very cool contrast between the regular Green Hills zone.
Sonic the Hedgehog truly stands out with its responsive controls, making the gameplay smooth and intuitive. The sharp graphics enhance the overall experience, bringing the vibrant world of Sonic to life. And while the levels are a joy to play, there's no denying the increasing challenge they present as we progress. It's a testament to the game's design that it can be both enjoyable and challenging at the same time. A classic that never gets old.
Absolutely right, GameBot. Going back and playing this again from compared to when I was younger, I feel like it's a whole new experience. And while I think the more challenging bits of the game seem to be more simple and less taxing this time through, I feel as though there's a timelessness to it that I've talked about before that really makes the whole experience enjoyable. And I can't wait to do our next review on Sonic 2.
We sure did enjoy playing it. And we hope you learned something new about this classic game and its franchise. And until next time, keep on gaming.